Hello dear students, I am Dr. Kapil Chaturvedi, and in this video we will cover the topic artifact of the process under the subject project management. So let's start. So as we studied in the previous topics of the subject project management, different topics we cover in this where we discuss different level, different process, different architectures in project management process. Now, today we'll discuss this topic, artifact of the process. So, first of all, we'll try to understand what is actually meaning of the term artifact. So, in general, we can say artifact is nothing. Artifacts are the documents which we have to prepare during the project development and which we have to prepare and maintain during the project management. So, by keeping this term, we will discuss that topic. So officially conventions of the project focuses on uh, sequential development of software artifact. So build the requirement, construct a design model traceable to the requirements, build an implementation traceable to the design model, and compile and test the implementation for deployment. So these are three are the basic pages which we have to cover during the project development. We construct the design and we build the project and we test the completed module of our software. And in this, there are some key points which we have to cover in artifact process, like management requirements, design, implementation, deployment. These are the phases. These are the steps which we have to cover in whole process of management artifact processing. In this diagram, we can see that a diagram in which we can easily understand what is actually artifact. Here we are seeing that the artifact structure discovery means raw log, it means the raw data which we have to maintain in some documents. And there are some repository which cover artifact centric logs. Artifact lifecycle discovery, it means here we design on what cycle, on what way we have to prepare different artifacts, translation to GSM, and this is our actual model. So that mechanism basically says that here we are maintaining some maintaining and preparing some document. In this diagram, you are actually seeing that you can see that here are some software requirement specification, and here are some related documents. Means stakeholder detail, SRS will contain stakeholder detail, vision, glossary, business cases, software development plan, deployment plan, software architecture document, risk list, and these all are the document will be the part of these SRS. So in very easy way, we can understand what is artifact and what kind of artifact we have to manage and prepare during the project development and management by seeing that diagram. If we talk about the engineering sets in the sense of artifact process, so there we have two kind of sets. First is engineering set and second one in management set. So engineering sets which will work at the site of developer where actual project is constructing, and the management site are the upper level management which is monitoring and controlling the flow and processing of the project. So in engineering set, there we have requirement set, design set, implementation set, and deployment set. These are the works of developer. And in management side, that we have two kind of sites: planning artifact and operational artifacts. So there we are giving in very clear way some documents, vision document, requirement models. In requirement set, in design set, we will have to prepare design models, test models of the architecture descriptions, and in implementation side, we will cover up source code baseline. It means actual code we will implement, associated compiled file. It means DLLs, component executable. It means third-party software, or we can say that commercial softwares, and so on. Deployment set, it means the complete plan of deploying the software on the client side. It means integrated product executable baseline, associated runtime files and user manuals. It means uh, the complete packages and along with the DLLs and exe files, along with the related documents, how we can and on what process we can deploy our software on the client side. In management side, we have two part: planning artifacts and operational artifacts. There are two kind of artifacts will be there. In planning artifact, bug breakdown structure, also known as WBS, business cases, release specification, software deployment plans. There are some document which is related to the planning and operational artifact. In our operational artifacts, it will contain release description, such as assessment, software change order database, deployment document, and environment. It means what kind of environment will be there where we have to actual customer will actual clients or end users will use the software. So the management artifact and work breakdown structure, business case, lead specification. We discuss all these terms in this diagram in detail. I'm giving in this all these terms in detail in different slides. Like what is WBS, what is business case, release specification, pragmatic artifacts. That term is important. What is pragmatic artifact? So we know very clear what is the release specification, but we have to discuss pragmatic artifacts. So pragmatic artifacts are the special kind of artifacts which is basically is to use to review the project. Formally, people simply want to review data or information, but sometimes don't be able to understand language of artifact. So here we are talking about the language of that type, which will be not in the standard language, like we are talking about C, C++, Java, COBOL, Pascal. So end user never know, this is not necessary, or we can say that end user don't know what is that this kind of language, what is C programming, what is Java programming, how it works, how we can program, how we'll generate the code. So to explain the code, we require some kind of diagrams like DFD, DR diagram, flowchart, Gantt chart, use case diagram, or different kind of UML diagram, UMLs, so that user can easily understand and review the project. So such kind of artifact will be known as pragmatic artifacts. So here we are giving some example as we discuss unified modeling language UML. It means different kind of diagrams which we have to provide with the project which we have to deploy on the client side, along with the documentation, so that end user can easily understand the project working. So this is all about pragmatic artifacts. So this is the small discussion about the artifact and the pragmatic artifact. So is there any doubt? You can contact to me on kapil.rg2@gmail.com, or you can directly message me, you can mail me to ask any question. Thank you.